Hey, how are you? Good? It's about to get even better. If you're new and want to understand how charts work, you are in the right place. Today, I'll show you a strategy that makes it easy to enter the market. Clear levels, a simple step-by-step process, and minimal theory. Even if you've never opened the chart before, you'll get it and will be able to start practicing today. So today we're going to analyze an uncomplicated strategy for beginners. To do this, let's set up the workspace. First, let's set the time frame to 5 seconds and the expiry time to 15 seconds. And most importantly, today I will analyze the market using the alligator indicator. It will help you make decisions in this market. This is one of the indicators that I more often recommend to beginners. Let's get started. Here I see a strict downward movement on the indicator and on the price chart. Therefore, I open a position down and wait for the expiration time. In this situation, we see the location of 3 lines of the alligator indicator in the downward direction. We follow the indicator's hint and wait for the deal to close. I'll move on. We're seeing a reversal. Here I open a position down and wait for the end of the trade. Great, let us analyze the situation. Here there was an upward impulse, after which the green line started crossing both red and blue, which indicates a downward movement. Actually, we worked it out good and got a great results. How do you feel? Is everything clear? I believe it's important not just to gain experience, but to share it with the others. That's why I created my community to help these who are just starting out. Every day I send out at least 3 trade entries that I pick myself. It's simple, once you get the message, you act. The following a GPS with a clear route. This is not some boring training, it's your chance to learn trading the smart way, without extra stress or complications. Right now, access is free. But will it stay that way forever? That's for you to decide. You don't need to find the path. I've already mapped it. And you just follow me. If that sounds good, welcome abroad. Links in the description. Moving on. We open a position down because here we are signaled by the alligator indicator. There is no need to invent anything. Good deals, good situations. This trade was signaled to us by the alligator indicator. We used the general trend and confirmation by indicator, and we were on the plus side. I'll move on. I see the beginning of a reversal here. Therefore, I open a position up and wait for the 10 seconds that are left in this trade. Great. In this situation, we can see that in this area, we have a green line cross the red one here and the blue one here, from bottom to top. This indicates that all lines are on an upward trajectory. All we can do is just wait and seize the moment. In fact, we got him. Good deal. I'm moving on. We see downward momentum and downward movement on the alligator indicator. Just follow the trend. Beautiful. The deal is similar to the previous one. We have a downward movement of the indicator, and according to it, as well as according to the trend, we open a position downwards. Nothing mediocre, everything is logical and predictable. Besides the tools themselves, my community offers important info for beginners. Alongside, you get training, no fluff, just straight to the point directly from me. Beginners who used to be intimidated by charts quickly gain confidence because they receive a structured approach. Real-time entry points and explanations from a professional. If you want to understand what you are doing instead of randomly clicking buttons, join us. Link under the video. Here we see a very strong downward impulse, and I open the position downwards on the continuation of this impulse. Alligator has also changed its direction here, which in fact gives us an understanding that the downward movement will continue. Actually, it barely had time to continue at our expiration time, but after the trade closed, the downward momentum continued, and we caught the moment. In this situation, a reversal has occurred here. All lines here are strictly directed downward. And that's where I opened the position down and waited for my trade. How are you guys going in there? I'm moving on. Here we see horizontal lines of alligator indicator. It's an unfortunate situation. So I'll move on to the next, more intuitive structure. In this situation, we see the beginning of an upward movement on the indicator. In addition, we have here, in fact, the price forms something like head and shoulders according to technical analysis. It's a great situation, let's enter the trade. Great, the downward momentum here has been right up to this point. After that, the indicator went upward, movement upwards. Actually, we can also notice this shape. Classic head and shoulders, which has an upward working out. That was a great deal, let's move on. Recently in the community I went over how to find reliable entry points and why it's crucial to understand the logic behind every trade, not just clicking by intuition. Many new members got the main idea, you don't need to spend months figuring it out yourself. It's easier to follow someone who's already been there and built a system. If you want to see how it works in practice, check the link in the description. All key materials and details about the community are there. Here we see the beginning of a downward momentum on the alligator indicator. So I'm also opening a position down and waiting for the expiry time. Yes, it's a pretty risky trade. So the first direction of movement about the reversal, signaled right here by the alligator indicator. Because of this, I opened the position down, but it is better to analyze such situation more locally. Here we see a downward movement, a small correction, after which the alligator indicator again indicates a reversal and continuation of the upward movement. Here I open a trade up and wait for the expiration time. We will now discuss this transaction in more detail. So we see an upward movement here. After that there was a small correction and again here the alligator was pointing upwards. So I also opened the position upwards and got my result. So we have our next asset. Here we see a downward movement on the indicator and in fact on the price. I'm waiting for the expiration time. That was a great deal. Alligator has really helped us and more than once. Write your opinion in the comments. Thanks to everyone who stayed till the end. If you want to understand the markets without wasting months on theory and start acting right away, welcome to the community. The link's under the video. I recommend starting today.